Your move.
What is going on, you guys? Bastion YGO here, and today I'm coming at you with my updated Crystal Beast deck profile for the brand new structure deck releasing out later on this year for the TCG. Now, we did get the full deck list for the OCG deck list for the structure deck, but we have not gotten the full confirmation for the TCG, so we do not know 100% confirmed if Ash Blossom will get reprinted in this upcoming set. But if it does, then this deck is actually going to be extremely budget, I believe, except for a few key cards here and there. But of course, you can go ahead and take them out to make the deck a lot more budget. Not essential to the strategy, but of course, Ash Blossom, if you can get your hands on one, it is a necessary evil. Well, not necessarily evil, it's just a necessary card if you're going to be playing in this format or any future formats or any past formats. It's just a necessary card in general. So if the TCG could go ahead and get that card, that would be very much appreciated, Konami. I realized probably spoke very fast, so hopefully you guys can understand. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into the profile, guys. Also, if you guys do not know at the time of recording this video, we are currently at 988 subscribers. So I want to thank each and every single one of you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. If you guys like, kind of just go ahead and smash that like button down below, comment down below what decks you guys want to see next, and be sure to subscribe if you have not done so already. We are this close to getting to 1,000 subscribers. Again, at the time of recording this video, so I want to, again, thank you guys so much for subscribing, and let's go ahead and get right into it, starting off with the monsters, guys. So, first, we're going to start off with the boss monsters in the main deck. We got Rainbow Dragon, the OG, the original gangsta for this deck. So, overall, it is Rainbow Dragon, not a card you're going to be just summoning and then ending your turn on. It's kind of become more of a stepping stool in order to get to the better boss monsters of the deck, which I will not be against. Next, we play 2 copies of your Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, which, again, not a card you're going to be ending on, but more of a stepping stool as well. More of a utility card, support card, not a main boss monster of the deck, but a very, very good support card for the overall Crystal Beast strategy as a whole. You get 3 copies of the Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. Yes, we are going to be sticking to the OG Crystal Beast strategy because it's the best Crystal Beast strategy, given that none of these cards are once per turn, and it is just absolutely amazing how much you can just abuse all of these cards, summoning them over and over and over again. And I did have a combo tutorial that I just uploaded yesterday, so if you guys are interested in seeing exactly how you can set up 4+ negates, plus have an 11,000 attack monster that can go ahead and wipe your opponent's entire board, go ahead and check out that video as well. So I'll go ahead, I should be able to go ahead and leave that in the description for you guys also. But anyway, we have 3 copies of the Sapphire Pegasus, 1 copy of the Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth. A lot of these cards' effects don't really matter. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. The only ones that are really going to matter are the Sapphire Pegasus and the Ruby Carbuncle. Sapphire Pegasus because it, immediately just puts Crystal Beast into your spell and trap card zone, getting more and more out. So the overall strategy of the Crystal Beast, this deck, is to get all your Crystal Beast into the graveyard to go ahead and be able to summon out your big boss monsters in the deck. Plus, they are fantastic to go ahead and use in Link Climb, especially with Ruby Carbuncle's effect, being able to go ahead and special summon all of your Crystal Beast monsters in your spell and trap card zone anytime that this card is special summoned, which again is not once per turn, and very, very easily abusable. This is probably going to be one of the best Link engines out there once the deck fully comes out of fruition. So anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we play 3 Sapphire Pegasus, 1 Amber Mammoth, 1 Topaz Tiger, 1 Cobalt Eagle, 1 Amethyst Cat, 1 Emerald Turquoise. Like I said, all these effects don't really matter. The only thing that matters is that these are level 4 and these are level 3. So go ahead and be on the lookout for that whenever you're doing your Link and Xyz plays. Next, for the hand traps, we play 3 Ash, 1 Veiler, and 1 Nibiru because we do have to play Cross-Out Designator in this deck in order to make sure that your plays do go off. The worst thing that can happen is for you to have to end on a Baguski for turn, which again is not the worst case scenario that could be out there. It could just be like DDDs, and if you get Nibiru, you just look at your opponent and you have nothing on your board besides a token that's most likely very weak. But that's neither here nor there. So then for these spells, guys, played 3 copies of Crystal Bond. This is going to be one of the 2 main cards in the 2-card combo that, again, I uploaded yesterday. Crystal Bond is just a phenomenal, probably one of the best support cards for a specific archetype I've ever seen or read. So definitely go ahead and maximize on this. 3 Rainbow Bridge, of course. Next, 1 Crystal Beacon. Why 1 is because you can go ahead and search it out, so you're really just going to be using it once to summon out the Ruby Carbuncle from the deck, again, or your Sapphire Pegasus, whichever one you don't have. Next, 1 Crystal Protection. Again, it's a cool utility card, not a card I really want to max out on. It's a card that I would rather search whenever I do know that I need it, rather than have to play multiples of, I actually really contemplate on cutting this out and putting in either a second Crystal Beacon or playing another Effect Veiler, or perhaps a DD Crow, or maybe a Drone Lockbird as well. Just go ahead and have another Crosshair Designator target, but it just edges out those cards because it does serve a little bit of purpose, more purpose I should say, for the overall strategy. Of course, 3 Crosshair Designator and 1 Called by the Grave, pretty standard in any type of big combo deck, I would say. Especially one that is extremely weak to hand traps, which I do believe this deck will be. But again, we'll see what other cards come out in the near future. Next, 2 copies of Awakening of the Crystal Lord. So this is actually a phenomenal card, working very well with the Ultimate Crystal cards, which is pretty much going to be your Rainbow Dragon, and as well as the Fusion monsters as well. So that's going to be really nice consistency card, I should say. Next, we'll play 3 copies of Bridge of the Heart. This is a little bit more, I want to say, unorthodox, I want to say, in comparison to the other Crystal Beast decks that I've seen online. Again, this is not a deck that I was 100% knowledgeable of. There's no one that is 100% knowledgeable of all decks out there. But when I was doing a little bit of research on this deck, I saw a lot of the players playing this card at 1 or 2. I think this card is busted and an essential piece of the combo, and there's no real way to search it because it's not a crystal card per se, so because of the card you can't really search, or it's just a little bit more complicated to go ahead and have it in your opening hand. I'd rather go ahead and play it at 3 because you need to see this card. Anyway, so you play 3 copies of Bridge of the Heart. Pretty much lets you destroy a card you control to let you add a crystal spell trap from your deck to your hand, which is really, really amazing already. Next, that's going to be for these spells. For the traps, I play 3 Infinite Impermanence, which again can be also in Crosshair Designator target, but it is also phenomenal hand trap, especially in this current format, playing against Sword Soul, and just a lot of on-field effects. Fluanderies, negate the Eaglin, and you get to go as far as that goes. That's already 2 of the top tier decks nullified by playing Infinite Impermanence. Next, to play 2 to round out the deck, a 40 card deck, 2 copies of the Crystal Miracle. Crystal Miracle is a counter trap that pretty much negates anything that's like a Solemn. So when a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated, destroy a Crystal Beast card you control, and if you do, negate the activation, and if you do that, destroy that card. If a Crystal Beast card is placed in your spell and trap zone, whether this is in the graveyard, even during the damage step, you can banish this card, place a Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. So it does a lot for the deck. Not only does it give it an Omni negate immediately for the deck. Again, it's a card that I contemplate playing at 3 because it's that good. It's a searchable Solemn, Judgment, Strike, Warning, everything essentially for it. But again, it's a card you can go ahead and search out. You're really not going to be needing more than 2 of this card in a duel. At least I didn't see any while I was doing testing. But that's going to be it for the main deck, guys. 40 card main deck. Now onto the extra deck. But the extra deck, a lot of these cards are going to be for combo pieces, like the Cherubini. Of course, you're not playing Burning Abyss, but you do make this with 2 level 3s to go ahead and be able to send another Crystal Beast from your deck to your grave if you do not have another way to get it out there already. 1 Cross Sheep, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Nightmare Phoenix because of Mystic Mine being a huge threat. So you need ways to go ahead and get rid of it. Either Phoenix or the Nightmare Unicorn are going to be fantastic ways to just get rid of that card. That's the only card that I would say it needs to be planned around, but that, again, that's this current format. I would really do believe, I said this in my last Banlist prediction video, that Konami was going to ban Mystic Mine. I got roasted in the comments, but this is what we created. We created a Sky Striker Mystic Mine build. Now Fluandre's main decking triple Mystic Mine, and you know what? That's just the way it goes. But we can prevent this. So by the format that this deck actually comes out for the TCG, I 100% believe that Mystic Mine should be banned. So I still want to go play outs for it, but no main deck outs I believe will be necessary for that card. Just more utility, more versatile link monsters for that as well. I think I went too deep into that, but just so you know my full thought process here. Next, to play 1 copy of the Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. Again, no need for explanation. 1 Access Code Talker, 1 Skull Dread, because you will very easily be able to have 4 monsters with different names on the board to go ahead and get a full maximize the value of this card. And then the last link monster, you play 1 Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Going second with this deck, You might be playing some floodgate monsters that your opponent has, so being able to link off with your opponent's monster. Again, you can go ahead and have multiple different ways to summon out a whole bunch of monsters with this deck. So making this along with your opponent's cards makes it really easy and really accessible, so it's pretty much a must-have in this deck. Next, you play one copy of Phantom Knights of Breaksword. Poppy card is good. And you have play level 3s. One number 60, again part of the combo and really versatile card as well. One number 41, in the event that you get absolutely destroyed by hand traps, you can still go into this and you should be okay. You should be okay. Next, you play one copy of your Zeus, because you do play Xyz monsters, so you why not play Zeus? And then one copy of each of the fusion monsters. I don't really see you going into more than one of each. It's pretty much just for the big combo where you summon out that 11,000 attack monster. I was going to be this guy right over here, the Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. As long as you have 7 crystal beasts with different names, plus an ultimate crystal card, I believe. This card gains 7,000 attack, which is just nuts. It's nuts is what it is. So that's gonna be it for the deck profile, guys. If you guys want to go ahead and see a combo tutorial, again, check out the link in the description. You should be able to go ahead and see it. Or if you guys saw my video from yesterday, there you go. If you guys want to see more combos for the Crystal Beast deck, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. But if you guys do enjoy, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Subscribe for more, guys, on the road to 1,000. Again, at the time of recording this video, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.